Dope. All right, so we just watched.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I recorded. I'm recording. My guest this week is going to be Austin Chardac. Hey, say hello.
I mean, it's very clearly going to be me. What do you mean you guess? Your
Well,
other
it's clear
guest
to
didn't
us.
even bother to tell you he wasn't coming.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's happened to you twice now.
I think people don't like me or this podcast.
Yeah, it's probably a combination of the both. But I mean, we had a fun time last time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just talked about Jackie Brown.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Easily a top 10 movie of the year, right?
Jackie Brown?
Yeah, Jackie Brown.
I don't know, man. 97 was a good year. You got Con Air.
Yeah,
I put Con Air over Jackie Brown.
but
It was definitely the best Tarantino movie that came out that year.
the only Tarantino movie that came out that day.
You get the joke.
I love it. So we watched Good Will Hunting this week, you know,
Uh-huh.
and definitely top 10 for me.
Yeah, this is my favorite movie
Yeah,
of that year for sure.
yeah. Mine is.
This is probably top 10 movie of all time for me, too.
Yeah, this is definitely top 5 for me. In fact,
All right, you win.
it inspired the entire podcast a little bit. You know,
This movie?
Yeah, because I didn't realize that this movie was 20 years old. It seems.
I know you
Like
got the
it just
15-year anniversary edition here too. This you must have bought this 5 years ago?
Yeah, and it just feels like just yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That it was only 15 years old.
Time flies when you're having fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Time flies when you're sucking your dad's dick.
Time flies when your dad's dick's in your butt. Cum flies.
Yes.
Cum flies are what I call the bugs in my bathroom.
Come fly, get out of here. All right. So you know, we watched Good Will Hunting, and we're coming to you on Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm putting the Chris back in Christmas, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
No Hanukkah, no Kwanzaa,
No Merry
no fucking winter solstice
holiday.
for all you Wiccan bitches. All right? We're putting the Chris back in my dad's butt.
Dude, sing that. Sing one of those carols you were doing.
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
All right.
Fuck my dad, suck his dick, put his cum into my butthole. Silver fox, suck his box. Yeah, it's fun. There's
Dude.
nothing more fun than thinking about your dad having sex with you.
Oh man, do your parents listen to these?
I don't think my parents know I live in New York.
Oh, thank God, thank God. My last guest has his parents listen. To the
Yeah,
podcast.
I'm always surprised by how many people up here. They're like their parents follow their careers like on
Yeah.
YouTube and shit. I'm like, I don't even think my parents realize that I do like stand up comedy. I think
Yeah.
they think I'm in like a fucking improv troupe or something.
Right. It's like you have to be like a minor league scout to really follow somebody's career at this level.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know? Oh, I saw that little YouTube sketch you did that got 500 views.
if my mom had like Google notifications for me, her life would not change in the least. Like that's how little I am talked about. I've been on 2 podcasts and this is my second.
And welcome back.
Yeah, it's
Returning
great
guest.
to be here. Friend of the show.
But yeah, I'm glad you chose Good Will Hunting. What was your?
Man, I love this movie so much.
Yeah.
I just love anything Robin Williams is in. Have I told you about my Robin Williams acid trip revelation?
No. I thought you were gonna say, have I told you about my Robin
Have I told you about
Williams
how I
gay
fucked
porn,
Robin Williams?
My gay porn.
Can I
fan
tell you that I
fiction?
actually killed Robin Williams? I actually,
Can I share something real quick? With
yeah,
the
I actually wrapped my dick around his neck.
Okay.
and I killed Bobby Will.
Yeah.
All right, no. My Robin Williams story is where I did acid a bunch. I watched Jumanji one night.
Jumanji.
Yeah, dude. I watched Jumanji on
Okay.
acid. And
Loving the pronunciation.
What do you say?
Jumanji? Like Jew.
Oh, I didn't understand you were getting all like fucking hoity-toity about a game that doesn't exist.
No, it's just funny the way you said
It's
it.
Jumanji.
It's
So I'm watching Jumanji, and Robin Williams is in it, you know, and then there's that scene where the kid starts turning into the monkey, you know, and then like Rob Williams like calms him down. He's like, "Hey, don't worry, I'll still fuck you," or whatever he says. And I got like so sad because I wanted Robin Williams to be my dad. I was just like tripping really hard. I was like, man, my dad sucks. I want Robin Williams to tell me everything's gonna be cool.
My dad won't fuck me.
My
when
dad
I'm
won't
a
even
monkey.
fuck me anymore. He calls me fat and ugly.
That's funny.
Thank you.
But this fucking movie's great, huh?
Yeah, dude.
It's top of the
Do you
notch.
like apples?
I love apples.
Well, how do you like my dad's dick?
You were telling me a story earlier, like you and your friends set up, you know that.
Oh yeah. So there's a scene in here where.
Yeah, that's a lesser known.
Can you pull
scene.
up the scene where it's him and it's right before the "It's Not Your Fault" scene?
Yeah,
where Robin Williams and Matt Damon are comparing abusive fathers.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Yeah, my dad used to come home." Robin Williams goes, "My dad used to come home drunk and punch me in the head with his rings on or some shit like that." And then Matt Damon goes, "Yeah, my dad used to come home all liquored up, and he would put a wrench, a belt, and a stick on the table and tell me to pick one."
Yeah.
And then Robin Williams goes, "I got to go for the belt." And Matt Damon goes,
Wait.
"Oh, yeah, let's just watch it." But yeah, we would do this scene back and forth at a bar, and we would do it in front of girls like this was going to impress them. like girls would be like, "Wow, that kid's dad beat him with a wrench. That's pretty hot."
Yeah, that was so special how he revealed his child trauma.
Mm-hmm.
You guessed that?
So we got the SARS guard arguing with Williams.
I was just leaving.
Wait, this is it's way further along. We're not going to watch this whole thing. This is it's way too long of a scene.
Why? 'Cause fucking.
Here we go.
What's it say? Want to read it? Why?
I gotta get way far ahead, huh?
Or maybe it's not this scene. Oh, yes, it is.
My father was an alcoholic.
Here we go.
Mean fucking drunk. He'd come home hammered, looking to wail on somebody. So I'd provoke him so he wouldn't go after my mother and little brother.
Matt Damon's like trying to hide a smile, and
He's like, yeah, it's pretty badass.
He used to just put a wrench, a stick, and a belt on the table and just say choose.
Well, I gotta go with the belt there, Vanna.
I used to go with the wrench.
Why the wrench?
Because fuck him. That's why.
The foster
Yeah,
father.
we used to do this back and forth at bars and think we were so badass. And in retrospect, we just looked like a bunch of psychopaths talking
my
about our
God.
fathers just beating the shit out of us.
yeah, 100%. The bartender like barely heard that, and was like, "What?"
Yeah, like I'm just like, oh, I would choose the wrench. Anyway, another liquor, son.
Yeah. I mean, I think this movie really.
My dad would put a belt, a wrench, and his dick on the table and tell me to pick one.
Why? What did
I'd
you
pick
pick?
the dick.
Why?
Because fuck me, that's why.
Because fuck my butthole.
Because fuck my butt, Dad.
Oh boy, there's gonna be so many people that like Good Will Hunting but don't like butt jokes.
Well,
But,
there's
hey.
some people who need to get right with God then, because I feel like those two are in bed together. If you don't like Good Will
Yeah.
Hunting and your dad fucking you in the butt, you clearly got, something.
Get right with God.
Something
y'all.
happened to you.
Yeah. So, I was saying earlier, like, this was the movie that spawned the entire idea, like, because of, I didn't realize how old it was.
Yeah, it's an old one.
So I read the script, and there's this page where there's, like, a full page of dialogue. Like, throughout the movie, not a lot of dialogue. It's, like, pretty broken up.
Yeah, there's no, real monologues, really.
Yeah, until that park scene where he's just like, if I read Oliver Twist, would you...
Yeah, go ahead and play it, Daddy.
Yeah. It's a fucking beautiful scene.
Yeah, there's a lot of geese in it.
Yeah.
Plus, I love Rob Williams wearing his little train hat.
It's like a fetish. It's like
Toot toot.
devote some time to.
Yeah.
Thought about what you said to me the other day about my painting.
But anyway, I feel like this won the Academy Award.
Tonight.
Yeah, Rob Williams, man, he's a great actor. This scene definitely, this is another I wish he was my dad scene.
I haven't thought about you since.
He's just such a talented actor. I mean, he's so in touch with his emotions, Sometimes you'll see like actors like
about,
Daniel
right?
Day-Lewis who are just like super intense all the time. I'm like, that's
never
like
been out of
impressive, but it's not as cool as somebody like
Yeah.
Robin Williams who like can move you.
Nope.
Right.
You know, like Daniel Day-Lewis
If I
just
ask you
scares
about
the
art,
shit
you'll
out of
probably
me.
give me
Whereas
the
Robin
same
Williams,
every
I'm like,
art book
oh,
I've
you
ever
feel things.
Yeah, you see.
Nicholas.
You view the world in
passion
like a very
throughout his
artistic way.
eyes.
Yeah.
Totally.
Life's work, political aspirations, him and the Pope, sexual orientation, the whole works, right? I bet you can't tell me what it smells like in the Sistine Chapel.
I bet you can't tell me what it smells like when your daddy comes in your butt.
You've never actually stood there and looked up at that beautiful ceiling,
Smells like bleach. I don't know why I'm giving him a southern accent.
seen that.
I think it's just because of what he's
If I
saying.
ask you about
Driving Miss
women,
Daisy,
you'll probably give
putting
me a
her
soda
dick
so
in
you
my
can
ass.
have favorites. You may have even been laid a few times.
Sounds like Morgan Freeman. And then the penguin fucked the dad penguin.
But you can't tell me what it feels like to wake up next to a woman.
Oh, man.
You can't tell me what it feels like to have your daddy nut inside of you. We got. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop. I'm gonna stop.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll let this. We'll let the movie.
Yeah.
Ask you about war.
Yeah.
Probably,
I mean,
throw
we're
shirts
laughing,
there,
having a
right?
good time, but this
Once
is like a
more
very
into reach,
dramatic
dear
moment in
friends.
the
I know,
movie.
but it's also such a boring thing to just listen to.
Right.
So much of this
Never been
movie
near
is
one.
reliant on how good
You've
his,
never held
you
your
know, his
best friend's head in
expressions
your
are.
lap
Right.
and watch him
And-
gasp his last breath, looking to you for help.
Yeah.
If I read Oliver Twist, does that mean I get you?
Ask
It was,
about
you know, that
love.
stupid line.
Probably quote me
But
a
yeah.
sonnet.
He's about to say it, too.
But you've never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable. Known someone that could level you with her eyes.
Yeah, like this is like still the pay. This is his monologue.
I know.
You know,
Do you
he's
believe
going.
Harvey Weinstein wrote this line?
Who could rescue you from the depths of hell.
It's beautiful.
You really, you wouldn't think.
Yeah, you got to separate the art from the artist.
You know,
in
you
this
keep
situation.
saying that, and I disagree. I think
Through cancer.
The woke. My dad
You would
fucked
know
me in the
about
butt.
secrets
Yeah.
in the
Jokester.
hospital room for 2
Well, I
months
mean, I
before
am
you
woke,
can
you know.
hang.
My daddy
Because
fucks
the
me awake
doctors could
every
see in
morning.
your eyes that the terms visiting hours don't apply to you.
Oh,
You don't know
well,
real
my
loss.
woke ass
Because it
dick
only
o'clock.
occurs
That's
when you
right.
love something more than you love yourself. I doubt you've ever dared to love anybody that much.
God damn.
I doubt you've ever dared to love anybody that much.
I look at you, I don't see an intelligent, confident man. I see a cocky, scared, shitless kid.
It doesn't cut a lot too in this scene. I think there's
You're a
only
genius, Will. No
3
one
cuts
does that.
here. Gus Van
No one
Sant,
can
the
possibly
director, he
understand
really.
the depths of you.
I feel like it did
Well, I mean,
well.
you know,
You
he's.
presume to know everything about me
I feel
because
like you
saw
give
Baby
Robin Williams a
and you
page of
ripped my
dialogue, and
fucking
you can
life
do.
apart.
I mean, you're not gonna need a whole lot of cuts. I mean, he's gonna
Yeah.
nail
You're
it.
an orphan, right?
Right.
This guy's one of the. I mean, in my opinion, he's one of the most talented.
100%.
He's one of the most talented.
Yeah.
I think I know the first
Not just
thing
actors,
about
but just
how hard
artists to
your life
ever
has
live,
been,
in my
how
opinion.
you feel,
Yeah, him and Jim
who you
Carrey,
are,
100%.
Because I read all of it.
Yeah, I mean, Jim
first.
Carrey is. He doesn't hold a candle to
Does that
Robin in my eyes, but
encapsulate
yeah,
you?
he's great.
Yeah. Maybe it's
Personally,
because he's still alive. And he
I don't
also
give a
went a
shit
little.
about all that, because you know
well,
what?
but I mean,
I can't learn anything.
Robin
from you
Williams. I
if
mean, if
can't
you watch
read in some fucking
his other
book.
movies too, and he's really got the dramatic acting
sure I'll
down.
talk
Jim
about
Carrey
you.
is great comedically, but
Who you are,
I don't think he holds a candle to what Robin can do and make you feel.
then I'm fascinated.
Oh, and the
I mean-
music starts.
But you don't want to do that, do you, sport?
You don't want to come sit on your papa's lap, do you?
You're terrified of what you might say. Your move, Chief.
Your move, Chief.
Rook to R7.
Southie to disrespectful. Yeah, I'm going to give up on
Golly.
that bit.
That was rough to hear.
Yeah, sorry, folks. Sorry out there. But that was a long scene,
That was a long scene.
but a good scene, a goodie.
Great scene.
Yeah. So let's start talking a little bit about who else was in this film.
Yeah, we got
we got Ben Affleck.
Menetha Driver.
Yeah, I got Minnie Driver.
Mm-hmm.
Great actress. We got
She's something.
she's something. We've got.
I mean, I know this is gonna make me sound so. She is the weakest part of this movie. I'm sorry. I mean, just
Yeah.
she's not a very good actress.
Yeah.
Everyone else in this movie. I mean,
she's
even
great. She's
Bennett.
great.
She's fine. She's fine. But I mean, it's just
She was
You
nominated
got Robin
for Best
Williams,
Actress
Matt Damon.
in a supporting role.
Yeah, she was nominated. She did
Yeah.
not win.
Sure.
And also, yeah, I mean, the lines they wrote for her are great. What she chose to do with them was fine.
Yeah. Don't fucking put my golden words with the British accent.
You thought she was Jewish. We were watching this movie before she opened her mouth. You're like, yeah, she's like a nice Jewish girl. I was like, she's not. She's covered in moles. It's like a liver-spotted ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the biggest jaw in Hollywood. Her and fucking Ron Perlman.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
surprised they could even chew.
Yeah, but they're all in it. She does a fine job.
She's great.
She's
I mean,
good.
don't.
She's good.
I mean,
Yeah, you're being hard
for
on her.
comedic effect. I'm definitely laying it on her.
Yeah.
But I mean, she is great in this movie. I
Yeah.
think.
Who else is good in this movie? Casey Affleck.
I mean, the Affleck brothers
Yeah.
are hilarious in this
Yeah.
movie because, and I was telling you this before we started. It's not that Matt Damon is hanging out with people dumber than him.
Oh, no.
He's hanging out with like borderline retarded people.
Yeah.
The Affleck brothers basically can barely communicate, and they're hanging out with the otherwise smartest person to ever walk
the
the planet.
smartest person ever.
Yeah,
it's like
and
got
then
a photographic
and then they're
memory.
sitting there like choking on beer nuts, ordering lagers at Hobbit guys, and
Yeah.
like they can't even fucking compete.
Yeah.
Like this scene right here, where they're always wearing tracksuits, and they're watching Little League games.
Yeah,
Like,
while
they're-
drinking.
None of them have kids.
And
they're-
no little brothers.
They're just watching Little League games and screaming at children, screaming at them.
Yeah, it's very it's
And I don't know much about Boston. I mean, I know the stereotypes about Boston,
Yeah.
but this seems like over the top.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going for. And I think it
I mean,
kinda
it drives
nailed
the
it.
point home.
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
they're degenerate.
Yeah, for sure.
fucking
But
people.
there's also like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're doing good accents or not because I don't know enough about. I assume they are, but there is a certain point where I just feel like I'm hearing like 7 Peter Griffins just talk to each other.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Sky rockets in flight.
Yeah, I love when they really drove home the degenerate part.
Oh yeah, with the fight scene.
Yeah, the Affleck brothers are arguing over like whether or not he can stay in the car and eat a sandwich. Or
Yeah,
if
he doesn't
has
want to go out and
fight.
fight. He's like, if you're not out there in 2 seconds, you're next. You're like, why? Because you're not going to go defend the honor of whatever
Yeah,
whatever girl you knocked up whose kid just lost the t-ball game.
yeah. I loved this fight scene when they went to slow motion and they went to that weird fucking punching.
Yeah, and it's still like I can't remember what the song is they're playing, but I feel like it's still an Elliott Smith song. Like the soundtrack is so weird for this movie.
Yeah, it was a little interesting what they chose to do.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Mhm.
But Gus Van Sant, overall kind of
yeah, he's great.
knocked it out of the park.
Mm-hmm. For sure. What are we talking about? That's the first scene where Minnie Driver's introduced when they're at the bar in Harvard.
Yeah.
And, that's when the
My boy's
long-haired,
wicked smart.
blonde-headed guy comes up and starts
Yeah.
quoting all of the economic shit. I don't know. He starts talking smart, and then and then fucking Matt Damon comes up and he's like, "Yeah, you're just quoting blah blah blah, ding dong, diddly doo dee." And then the next scene is Matt Damon sitting in a courtroom,
Yeah.
just quoting,
Yeah, ding dong doodly.
yeah,
but-
the
and
same
prosecute-
shit back. Yeah, it's
Like
so
what
strange.
is
What is
freedom
liberty if not breath?
but the soul breathing from the
If music be the food of love, suck my daddy's dick.
Exactly. And then he said, "Give me liberty or give me my dad's dick."
Give me liberty or come in my dad.
Oh, we're shouting that in this apartment right now.
Yeah.
My-
Are your downstairs neighbors?
are they cool?
Are they fathers?
Do they do they fuck their dad?
Have they sired children?
Yeah, that's a good scene. That guy that tries to one up him from Harvard. That
Yeah.
dude seemed like he was from one of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, he looked like a
movies.
blonde Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
That's the
Like
same
one of the
guy
British
who
officers.
gets his apples later.
Oh yeah. Do you like apples? I think that's
Yeah, I
probably,
like apples.
That's probably one of the most iconic scenes from this film.
How do you like them apples? I got a number. And just
Yeah.
like, great. that's what we all expected you to do. You know,
Yeah.
you just schooled him in front of the entire bar, and like you weren't gonna get like.
Yeah.
like I'm not saying you were gonna go home and fuck that night, but she was clearly probably pretty impressed with you.
Right. And that guy was like,
He was being a dick to everyone.
right.
Like
right.
it's I this is like one of those things where it's like I know this won best writing or best screenplay, but there is a part of me that's like, who is this person that thinks they're getting laid by walking around bars and being like, well, if you've ever read Proust, and you're like,
yeah.
like when I go to bars, I like to have fun. I don't
Right.
want to fucking quote books like a nerd.
But those Harvard bars are they're interesting though. I
I
think
feel
they're
like
different.
Harvard, like at this point, maybe it's different back then, but at this point, Harvard is just about being grandfathered in. I don't feel like smart people actually go to Harvard. I feel like rich people go to Harvard.
Yeah.
You know, it's people who used to be smart, like someone in their family was super smart.
Yeah. Alums
50
and
years
children,
ago,
yeah.
and now they've just like they've been endowed into the college. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're like dumb people go there, but it's
right,
like
right. But like a lot of just regular rich.
It
folks.
seems like, yeah,
like
I
a
mean,
Kushner.
yeah, if you're gonna get
Trumps.
$500,000 education,
right. If you're not
I
able
mean,
to
I'm
like
sure- I-
donate a gym to him in the future,
Right,
what's
like-
the point of you coming to our
especially
college?
if we're talking about white Harvard students, you know, like I mean, it's fucked up, but I bet you the Asian and Indian community there probably a higher GPA.
What would you say is the most iconic scene though? Like I was saying,
I mean,
How about
it's-
them apples is probably up there, but
Oh no, I think It's Not Your Fault it's the scene that makes this movie. It's not your fault.
it's not your fault. That's the pinnacle.
I mean, that's the climax of the movie.
Yeah,
That or Gotta See About a Girl.
yeah, right at the end.
Yeah.
That's a
I
good
personally like the part where Robin Williams starts talking about his dead wife. Starts talking about how his dead wife shit the bed one night or something.
yeah,
Like,
she starts
yeah,
farting in
she
her
woke
sleep.
herself up by farting.
That was all improv, dog. That was all improv right there.
Well, that's
And they
kind of
just
sad because it's not
included it.
that funny.
Yeah.
It's not that funny of a story. Like this is an amazing.
A lot of people really like that part. Though,
Yeah, a lot of people aren't funny.
funny.
I'm pretty funny.
yeah.
This scene sucks. I can't make up my mind on what I like. Oh shit.
I like some of those other parts too. Like just to go over some of the other iconic scenes you got.
I only like the scenes where what's his name? Alexander Skarsgård, Peter Skarsgård,
The professor.
where the professor is asking his students out on dates.
Yeah,
he
so
asks,
the first scene.
he asks no less than 3 women out that are in his
Yeah.
class over the course of this movie.
He's
and
such a
it's
sleazy dude.
always creepy.
Yeah.
And like they never really dive into it.
Right.
Also, and I know, let's put a pin in it. I'm all over the place. We've got to talk about the professor's assistant.
Oh,
The
of
TA.
course. All right, we'll get to that next. So,
Okay.
I
mean, that
So-
little fuck boy.
So this professor is clearly the most unprofessional person in the world. Because like in the first scene, this girl comes up and she's like, "Hi, I'm just."
Yeah, she
and
wants
he's
to know.
like,
He
"What are
he
you-"
wrote the proof on the board. And
Right.
he was like, anybody who could solve this by the end of the year
Yeah.
gets printed in the magazine. You get my respect. Blah blah.
And
blah,
he's
blah,
like,
blah.
"Why the fuck are you talking to me on a Saturday? You
Yeah,
fucking
2
dumb bitch."
2 days later-
Unless you want to have a drink.
Yeah. 2 days later, she's like, "Hey, we want to know what's going on." He's like, "It's Saturday, unless you want to get fucked by your math teacher." And she's like, maybe. But anyway, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. It's like so aggressive and
It's
weird.
It's so over the top.
Right.
And you're
That
like-
was the
and you're also
Weinstein
like,
line right
I'm
there.
watching that. I'm watching that scene, and I'm like, who's getting turned on by math nerds? Like, what kind of motherfuckers like, ooh, you got pen and paper? Like,
Yeah.
it's not impressive to me.
Totally.
You know, just because I mean, I'm not going to pretend to understand what turns women on, but I feel like it ain't fucking math. You know,
Oh yeah, you know it. It was probably math.
Maybe it is math.
I think math. Is, who knows what the formula is?
I don't know. Maybe we should have a woman on
ladies.
for once.
Oh, I have them on. They give me the secrets. Oh, my daddy's dead.
You shouldn't. Say
I
that
gotta
on the
cut
mic.
this.
That's really
25
unprofessional.
minutes. Okay, so okay, so other iconic scenes from this that are amazing. We've got the fucking problem on the board,
Yeah, that's been ripped off so many times.
Yeah,
but like
parodies
to
and-
make to reference this.
Yeah.
Oh, my boy's wicked smart.
But to the board though, like, wasn't the problem just stupid as
Well,
fuck?
we looked at the board. I mean,
Yeah.
and I told you, I was like, this is why I don't understand why this movie's so good, because I fucking hate math, but I love this movie. And I don't know any math. Like,
Right.
I can't even do long division. I'm straight up stupid.
Yeah.
And and then they show you the problem that he solves. It's apparently
Yeah, this
we
problem.
worked 3 years to get these proofs, and we
Yeah.
just broke it. And then you look at the board, and it's like a bunch of dots.
Yeah, there's just a
With
bunch of lines and dots.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like math. It looks like
Yeah.
they were just like drawing alien handprints.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Damon put dominoes on the board. and
Exactly. It
connected
looks
them
like
all
he's
together.
trying to play dominoes. Very well put. Good work.
But he's this is a fucking stupid problem on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, and
that he solves, and we
it didn't look that hard. I felt like I could have just figured that shit out.
That took you guys 2 years to make that. You
Hell,
fucking
man.
fucking idiots, man. I got this out.
Can you imagine working 2 years on one joke, and then some motherfucker comes in like
It's my masterpiece.
Like somebody comes in, they're like, "I worked 2 years on this premise about relationships, and I'm almost got it."
No,
and then like some dude walks in, he's just like, "You know what the difference between men and women is?" And you're like, "God damn it!"
I was hoping the joke was going to be about coming. You're like, this joke took me 2 years.
Oh, okay. So yeah, somebody working really hard on like trying like this big social issue, and and you're barely getting a laugh, and then the comic after you is just like, "So my daddy's come," and you're like, "This guy is killing."
Yeah, that's the math proof.
Yeah, that's the comedy equivalent for me.
That's so funny. This other scene, we've got "My boy's wicked smart."
My boy is wicked smart.
That's a fucking classic line by Casey Affleck.
Casey delivers it well. It's a shame that Casey Affleck
Yeah,
turned out to be an awful person.
Yeah.
And that Harvey Weinstein, who wrote this movie, is also a bad person.
Turned out to be an awful.
Yeah. Boy, you can't
person.
trust anybody these days, can you?
Yeah, speaking of the real
Yeah,
winners,
let's watch this acceptance speech.
Yeah, so we got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon accepting their first Academy Award.
Oh, look, Jack Lemmon.
They're so flabbergasted.
They're sitting next to their moms. What a bunch of fucking nerds.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are
That's
charming
Harvey
friends.
Weinstein sitting
They
next to
appeared
him.
Together in Chasing Amy and Good Will Hunting, for which Damon received a Best Actor nomination. This is their first Academy Awards.
That's amazing that your first movie that you write could be an Academy Award. And then, like, I don't think Matt Damon's won an Academy Award since this. Here, this is great. They do like a little Cuba Gooding Jr. where they get excited.
I just said to Matt, losing would suck and winning would be really scary, and it's really, really scary.
Shut up, Matt.
We're just really two young guys who were fortunate enough to be involved with a lot of great people whom it's incumbent
Matt
upon us
Damon's
to...
Matt
David looks like
No
a
way we're doing
fucking
this in less than
idiot.
20 seconds. Upon whom it's incumbent of us to thank Harvey Weinstein, who believed in us and made this
There he
movie.
is.
Gus-
That's the first person they thank. Not God, not their moms, not their family. I'd like to thank Harvey Weinstein
Yeah.
for fucking Minnie Driver.
Oh, poor Minnie Driver. What did she have to do to get on that film, probably?
Oh, no. She auditioned.
Fuck,
She's very
dude.
talented. We saw
Fuck,
her in the movie,
dude.
didn't we?
Yeah. Poor everybody involved.
I mean, look at Matt Damon. He
Yeah.
looks like he sucked a little Weinstein dick.
Yeah, who didn't back in the day? All right, back to...
I would have
direction.
totally sucked
Robin Williams,
Weinstein's
who
dick to be
delivers
involved
great
in
lines.
this
Minnie
movie,
Driver,
though.
whose performance was brilliant. Stellan Skarsgård, who was great.
Your brother.
My brother Casey, who's brilliant in the movie.
Ooh, the Casey. Another one.
Well, I mean,
Not as
this
bad
is
as Weinstein.
Ben Affleck thanking his brother who's in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, also, we don't have to talk about this.
Yeah,
on-
that's true. That's true. That's true.
But the Casey Affleck thing, you know.
Yeah. Matt Damon's got his own sliding scale of...
Yeah, I mean, none of these people are infallible. I mean, other than
Right.
Robin Williams, I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone in this movie is a good person.
Yeah. Jack Lemmon is, though. He's right there.
No, but Jack Lemmon's
Cole Hauser.
not involved in the movie.
Matt's mother, the most beautiful women here.
Oh, their moms.
And
Jack said hi to you.
and
All right.
who else?
John Gordon from Miramax.
John Gordon. Chris Moore produced
Chris
the
Moore.
movie. And
Chris Moore.
Patrick Weitzel, the best agent in Hollywood.
Yeah,
and,
Patrick Weitzel.
And Cuba Gooding for showing us how to give our acceptance speech. And
And all our friends and family. and everybody back in Boston watching us tonight.
And thank you so much, the city of Boston.
God, this is impossible to watch.
God, I know we're forgetting somebody.
We're
Whoever
doing
we
it,
forgot,
though.
we love you and
We
we
love
thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
They look so happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a stupid Oscar. It ain't that big of a deal.
Oh, man. You wouldn't want an Oscar? Would you put it in your butt? First thing you do?
I'd sit right on Oscar's face. You kidding me?
Yeah, first thing I do.
I'll tell you what the Academy thinks.
I'm gonna
I'll just fart on it.
shit all over it.
Yeah, dude. If I had an Oscar, I would keep it in the bathroom. I would keep it. No, you know what I'd do? I'd put my toilet paper on it and I'd roll it off his little head.
Yeah.
Because I have no respect for this institution or this business.
Yeah, I mean, after watching that, the first person they think is Harvey Weinstein, you know?
Yeah,
That's
but
kinda-
honestly, who else are you going to thank? The
Right.
man ran Hollywood.
He
Up
didn't
until
know.
this year.
Well, I mean, they might have known, but, like, they couldn't
I
have-
mean, even if they knew, that
Yeah.
guy is obviously, he's, up until this year, people were afraid their entire careers and livelihoods were going to be affected by this person.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so, I'm not saying it's right, but I am not surprised that the first person that they got out of the way was like, well, we better thank that fucking jackal who paid for this thing.
Yeah, the guy that made this entire thing.
Yeah, that
Okay.
goddamn scoundrel.
Forgivable, but, I mean, now that
not forgivable, but understandable.
Oh, yeah. Exact. Thank you for putting it in a better light for me.
Oh, the best part of my day. That's a
Yeah.
great scene, too.
Yeah, that's another one.
The best part of my day is hoping that when I
That
pull
when
up,
I pull
you
up to
won't
your
come
door.
out. You won't come out. I'm like,
That your
dude,
dad won't come out
This
and
is
come on my
what's
back.
so fucking stupid about this movie. This is what fucking blows my mind about this movie.
So you love this movie, but you also have a hate relationship.
I love this movie, but I am also like, I've seen this movie probably 35 times, and the more you watch a movie, the more
you're ready to nitpick
the more you,
a
the more
little
yeah,
bit.
the more you're ready
Yeah.
to nitpick about it. And
Because
this is a pretty vague or pretty broad nitpick, but Matt Damon acts like he has to either work for the government and never speak to his stupid Southie fucking friends again, or he's got to be a janitor. Like, I got to lay brick, or I got to go work for the NSA. It's like, no, dude, you could just be really smart. Like, you could just be like an accountant at a bank and make like 6 figures.
Yeah,
and
still
still
have
hang out and
dumb
have
shit
beers with your
friends.
fucking dumbass
Yeah.
friends. It's not that big of a deal.
Totally.
Like, he's got this like weird fucking love affair
Yeah.
with being Southie trash, and it's like, get over it, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking shut up. Like, that's why I love.
You're not
that-
gonna
I
forgive him 'cause
love
his
that
dad,
Ben
though?
Affleck. Say what?
You're not going to forgive him, though, because of his child
Fuck
upbringing?
his childhood. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
The motherfucker reads a book in 30 minutes. I'm done.
Fair enough.
Matt Damon or
Start a
Ben-
podcast.
Ben Affleck puts it so well in this scene where he's just like, "You're the stupidest fucking person I know because you can do anything. Your brain
Yep.
just works
Yep.
on such a level, and
But
you're
you
and
wanna
like
do
I would be
construction?
insulted. Like if you could do math the same way Will can do math, and we were both sitting here doing this podcast right
Yeah.
now, I would fucking chop your dick off with my teeth.
Yeah. No,
Like,
100%.
It's ridiculous.
100% because, it's like, what's the why would I be doing comedy
What a
if
waste.
I
mean,
could
yeah,
fucking
well,
change?
even if you could do, I mean, comedy's different because it's an art and it's something that you can like express and feel like you're getting something. But this motherfucker's laying brick.
yeah.
It's not even like he's getting
That's not
some
art.
integrity out of it.
You're right.
You know?
Great scene, though.
It's okay.
And then the scene where he pulls up and he's gone, that's another great scene. Where he honks and then he doesn't
Spoiler
come
alert.
out. Right, yeah, spoil a fucking
You should
20-year-old
start every
movie.
one of these podcasts with spoiler alert.
It's the most sarcastic fucking...
Well, it's like the whole podcast is about you talking in depth about the movie.
Right.
And then you just start. That's
Right.
what you should have called this fucking movie. This podcast was spoiler alert. Boy,
Well-
opportunity wasted.
Yeah. I mean, at first it was kind of like a running bit, and then I got sick of it. I got to probably incorporate it again.
Yeah.
That's probably a good
You
way.
sound really fucking dumb right now.
Oh, shit. I think that was it for like the iconic scenes. Are there any others that you
We have talked so little about Minnie Driver and Ben Affleck in this movie, and like that's like an entire. You thought that that's what the point of the movie was, and I couldn't disagree more. I
right
think this
when
movie,
he's like, I got to see about
I
a
think-
girl and it's a relationship.
I think this movie is so little about. I think Minnie Driver and Matt Damon only have a love affair in this movie just for it to sell tickets. I don't think that their love story is important at all for this movie.
Right. Well, that's how the film ends.
Because he's not
you know?
staying in Boston to be with her. He's staying in Boston because of some fucking psychological
Right.
shit in his head.
Right.
In
But
fact,
yeah.
she leaves
Once
and
he-
he's still like, I'm staying.
Yeah, so like once Robin Williams fixes his brain, not to put it like so lightly, and
That's
just
exactly
like,
what happened.
like a
Those are
light
the words.
switch. But like once he fixes his brain, then he feels okay and compelled to go follow this girl out of Boston.
Right, but
So I mean, I
but
guess
who's to say what he's doing? I mean, how do we know he's not going to Stanford and he's just going to go lay brick over there? Like, I mean, he's still a fucking
he says
idiot.
he's got to see about a girl.
I got to
so
see about a girl. Yeah, but what once
maybe
you
it's
see
a girl
about
in Stanford.
yeah,
Who's got a
I mean,
job
I
for
assume
him.
it's Minnie Driver. Fucking big jaw.
Jesus Christ!
mean,
I love to pre-recording. You're like you were making
I
fun of her.
can't hold myself back though. That fucking head is ridiculous.
You were making fun of her, and you were like, if this ever comes back to me again, I'm gonna deny it venomously.
I mean, but
so
she's just-
funny.
She looks like a fucking bobblehead.
She's great though.
No, she's great and
for
she's
comedic
beautiful.
effect.
And she's beautiful, but she is also like there's no denying that she's got the strongest jaw in this movie, and that's including Matt Damon
Yeah.
and Ben Affleck.
And they take punches in the
Yeah,
face
they
to
get
the jaw.
socked in the head, and she still looks more swollen than them.
Yeah, so this movie was fucking amazing. We talked about everybody in the movie.
Oh, we got to come back to that teacher's assistant. God, is my favorite.
Oh yeah,
he's my favorite character
Put a
in this
pin in it.
movie.
Let's come back. So Austin found a little bit of the more detailed nuances in this film. So like when Matt Damon starts working with the professor, and he starts to
They start doing all these proofs or whatever.
yeah.
and this professor's got this TA.
Yeah.
Who's like, he's just like this quiet little beta piece of shit.
Yeah, a little mousy
He's just like
math nerd.
I mean, he's a cuckold. he gets
Yeah.
cuckolded by
Yeah.
math.
Yeah, he gets to watch Matt
Like,
Damon
yeah.
fuck his professor in front of him.
Yeah, there's a scene where they're doing a math problem, the professor and Matt Damon, and then they sit down because they've high-fived and they've figured out what math looks like again, and they fucking sit down and Skarsgård puts his arm around him, and then it just cuts over to the TA, and he's just got his head in his hands, and he looks like he's about to cry.
Oh, he was about to
And
cry.
every time I watch this movie, I fucking laugh out loud because I just can't imagine being that in love. It's not even sure what he's in love with. Is it the professor? Is
it's
it
like
math?
it's like you want your coach's love. You're like, I math too.
I know, but it's also like, yeah, but you're not this good at math.
Yeah.
You want to get love? Be better at math. That's what my dad told me.
That's what I'm gonna
And
tell
that's,
my son.
That's what I'm going to tell my son.
right
you know?
after we have
Right
sex.
after I let my dad fuck my son. What a grandfather does to his boy.
I don't know why that's so funny, but I love it.
What? A dad fucking his boy?
Yeah, all of it.
Lambo.
What's this? I guess this is actually a real problem. From the board. Did you know that?
No, because we talked about it. It looks like a bunch of fucking. It looks like a chemistry thing. It looks like they're trying to combine
Right.
cells, atoms.
So you got some
I didn't know
weird.
that atom was spelled ATOM. I thought it was spelled ADA. I thought it was named
Atom and
after a guy
Steve,
named
not-
Adam.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that's my opinion. That's where I'm coming from as a guy who's talking about this math not making sense. I thought
Right.
Adam was spelled ADA.
Yeah. So it's math and English, huh?
Yeah, and science apparently too.
So so this was nominated. This was nominated for Best Picture. Do you think this was Best Picture?
For that year?
Yeah. Did it beat Titanic?
Wait, Titanic was 95, wasn't it?
No, Titanic won Best Picture this year.
Oh.
Should this have won?
I mean, I think this was better than Titanic. I hate James Cameron though. I fucking hate James Cameron.
Yeah, Titanic was a little overboard.
Shut the fuck up. I'm glad this won Best Screenplay because James Cameron has no idea. I mean, he should never be put in front of a fucking typewriter. He's so bad at writing.
But that was a dab, or was that original screenplay?
I don't know, but I mean, Avatar is ridiculous. That's one of the
Right.
worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Or
that was
written
not
wise,
fun.
you know.
It's Pocahontas.
The name of the fucking
That's all it is.
The name of the element they're going to get is unobtainium.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
It's a fancy scientist word for a thing that doesn't exist.
We cannot obtain unobtainium.
Yeah.
Please.
Get the fuck out of our faces,
Yeah.
James Cameron.
Mm-hmm. Go sit back on your daddy's dick. Come back when you're ready.
So it's like avid watchers of this, on our 35th watch or whatever. What are some of the things we could nitpick here? Like, I have a problem with the credits.
I feel like I've
top.
been talking this entire podcast. What do you think?
No. Bitch.
I mean, I've nitpicked away, man. You've seen, I've been
credits,
going at it.
I feel like
that
like
opening credit is a lot.
It's this weird fucking, flute music that's like Irish. Yeah, and it's like setting up this weird movie that's not about these fucking degenerate Boston accents.
Yeah, the last thing you're expecting to see after those opening credits are just like 4 pieces of shit from Southie Boston. Like you're expecting to see.
Yeah,
to me, it seems like a Macaulay Culkin movie's about to start. You know,
Right.
like it's like, oh, this is Home Alone 3. This is great.
It's this weird flute music, and it's not like we're about to watch fucking boxes of Dunkin'
It feels very
Donuts
Disney-esque,
fight.
but it's like I think it's a Gus Van Sant thing. Is he's a little cheeseball.
Yeah, he
but
is.
like he's the perfect level of cheeseball. You know?
Yeah, and he grew out of it a little bit because that credit sequence was fucking. Good.
Oh yeah, and I mean this is also like for the time. Like I mean the '90s were very easy to be like.
Right.
I think the '90s are what invented this hack. Now,
So this was they obviously won best screenplay, but Robin Williams also won best supporting actor, as we said earlier.
I mean, thank God he's so good.
Yeah, let's watch this fucking clip of him accepting best
I
supporting
swear to
actor.
God, he's gonna thank Bill Cosby.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna.
I'd like to thank Bill Cosby and Jack the Ripper.
Great actress Mira Sorvino.
All right, we can skip ahead here.
Billy Crystal.
Yeah, that fucking.
I mean, that guy has hosted
pile of
more
trash.
Oscars than anyone else.
Let's see. Who were the other nominees? We had
Kevin James. Oh, Anthony Hopkins. Greg Kinnear.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds. And Robert Forster. So that's
Robert Forster for Jackie Brown. Anthony Hopkins for
Amistad.
Okay.
Amistad. Greg Kinnear, as good as it gets. Burt Reynolds in Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Williams and Good Will Hunting.
I think the top 2 on that are Burt Reynolds and Robin Williams, but Robin Williams is obviously.
I would say I love Robert Forster. I mean, Jackie Brown. He's so good.
But I mean, he couldn't hold a candle to Robin Williams.
No, but I don't think any of them could. I mean,
Right.
Robin Williams ran away with this.
Yeah, he did.
Look at this fucking tuxedo he's wearing. He looks like he's a Sam Sith Lord.
Yeah, for the listening audience, right now he's waving around his lightsaber.
He's got one of these tuxedos that's like a floor-length trench coat.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Oh God! I'm gonna come. Oh fuck!
Oh man! Accepting this war. Is the
Where do
only
you want me
time
to
I
put it,
come.
baby? Where do you want me? Oh, hold on. Oh.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'm speechless. Oh, thank you so much for this incredible honor. Thank you for putting me in a category with these 4 extraordinary men. Thank you, Ben and Matt. I still want to see some IDs.
Shade.
Thank you, Gus Van Sant, for being so subtle you're almost subliminal.
Oh, he looks pissed. He should have won the award.
Burt Reynolds
looks fucking mad.
Burt
as
Reynolds,
hell.
I think, because he's never won anything. He's never won an Academy Award, has he?
No. And he fought with Paul Thomas Anderson on that film. He fought him tooth and nail over all that shit.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So he's doing this like little.
Yeah, he's got his
Monty
his
Burns.
lips are pursed. There's a few crow's feet on the eye. He's pissed.
And his hands are right in front of his face.
He is fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's mouthing "fuck you" to Robin Williams.
and we're loving it.
Yeah.
I want to thank the cast and crew, especially the people of South Boston.
I mean, Greg Kinnear looks
Your
happy.
King
He's like,
Corn
"Oh,
is the
thank
best.
God." Yeah. I did not want to go up
I want
there.
to thank the Mashpuka Weinstein.
Yikes. Mushtuka Weinstein, at least he made a fun little silly.
Muzzle tough. And I want to thank Marcia for being the woman who lights my soul on fire every morning. God bless you. And most of all, I want to thank my father up there, the man who When I said I wanted to be an actor, he said, wonderful, just have a backup profession like welding. Thank you.
My dad used to
God
put a
bless
wrench
you.
on the table and fuck me with it.
He hugs Billy Crystal there. Did they start comedy together?
Who? Billy Crystal, Rob Williams?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you watch that Billy Crystal one-man show, 700 Sundays?
No, when
It's
did it
pretty
come
good.
out?
It's on HBO. It's his one-man show, and it's really good.
Okay.
Talks about his whole life story.
I'll check that out.
I mean, it's very cheesy, but it's very Billy Crystal, but it's good. It's a good, interesting story.
Well, we noticed he hosted the Oscars so many times, and he keeps getting plastic surgery. So it's like, you get to see
I mean, he
him
looks
age
like
rapidly.
a fucking clown.
Yeah, he's not looking so good.
No,
but man, that brought
it's
so much
impossible
joy.
to imagine Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan when Harry Met Sally. It's like, yeah. That's like some Kevin James, Leah Remini shit, where you're like, these two were not. No one would ever.
Right. Did you see Mike Racine's tweet that went viral?
Yeah, of course.
That's so funny. So
I don't know if Mike Racine deserves any sort of shout out for not showing up, but
this little bitch missed the podcast, but he's a good
guy.
guy.
It's a shame because we could have had him on to rank the top tracksuits in this movie.
Yeah,
the tracksuits.
Tracksuits are on point in this
Ben
game.
Affleck's tracksuits they're on par with The Sopranos for me. Like,
yeah,
it's so good.
We got light blue, off primary color tracksuits in
we
there.
got Fila.
Bold choices.
We got Fila. We got Fubu.
Yeah.
We got.
So it would have been fun to have him rank the tracksuits as our
and in two categories:
in-house
windbreaker
Italian.
and velour.
Yeah. So he missed this. He hadn't even seen this movie before, so he really missed out.
You know what? If you haven't seen Good Will Hunting by now, what the fuck are you doing? Take 2 hours of your life and watch a great movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Starting to, wrap up any thoughts. Do we have anything else we need to cover for sure?
Off the top of my head, I don't think so.
Right.
I love this fucking movie. I could talk about it all day.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
Maybe we could do a
Gus Van Sant fucking crush. I think this is a masterpiece. I think from this year,
This is definitely. I don't think anyone would argue that this movie is like in a category of its own. It's
right.
It's gonna stand the test of time, and it has. I mean, it's 20 years old. It doesn't feel 20 years old. I mean, some of those movies from '97 are like, oh, this feels very '90s. And aside from the haircuts and the style, nothing in this movie feels like it couldn't be made today.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And it's just like a wonderful story. Their first screenplay.
It's
they
very,
fucking win an Oscar with
It feels innocent, but it's also
Yeah.
telling a story. It's a great.
Yeah.
I mean, these two are obviously great writers. I mean, Matt Damon, he's an Ivy League dude. He's obviously very smart, and I think you can see that come through in the script.
Yeah.
And even Ben Affleck, I mean, for better or worse, as an actor, I mean, the guy knows how to tell a story.
Yeah. He won Best Picture with Argo.
Yeah, I mean, the guy is
he's good.
He's so His
it
brain
used to be
works.
a joke where it was like Matt Damon would be like it was on Family Guy. A joke they had was like, "How's Good Will Hunting coming along?" And it's like Matt Damon working feverishly at the typewriter and Ben Affleck just throwing a ball against the wall, not doing shit.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's not true.
I mean,
because you
yeah,
could
it's
look
very
at
clearly not true. I think
Argo.
I think, the word, I mean, who knows what was going on, but I feel like the words might have been Matt Damon, but the story feels very Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Southie
and like featuring Boston. Because did you love The Town or what? That's
I
one of
actually
my
haven't
favorite.
seen The Town.
Oh, dude, you got to see it. It's one of my favorite
I can watch
movies.
like one Boston movie every 10 years. Otherwise, I just start doing my like a stupid accent.
Don't do the marathon one. That's a fucking stupid movie.
What, the one about the marathon bombing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows why they did it?
Those boys. Man, the dang boys coming in.
I don't know, man. You build a bomb, you ain't a boy. You a man. Something they taught me in boot camp.
Hot take. I mean, fucking this movie was great. I like the story outside of the story, too, because like it launches their career and like...
Oh, for sure.
It's just proof that you can make it if you just have some beautiful fucking... written piece, and then you get the
you mean you
backing.
can make it if you're obscenely talented?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so.
Well, I'm just saying, like, this was their ticket in. Neither one of them came from any Hollywood background, you know, and they
No, I
made
mean,
their own.
Matt Damon was the son of a teacher. I mean,
Yeah.
and Ben Affleck is his friend. So who knows what's going on?
Yeah. I mean, it's just this whole crew of people coming from over there, and they you know.
But I mean, I think they really like. Because I think Minnie Driver did have somewhat of a career at this point. Robin Williams obviously had a career at this point. So I mean, they had just enough talent to get this moving.
And that's where
and having Gus Van Sant behind the camera too. Like there was just enough talent.
That's
to,
where
to
Harvey
get them
Weinstein.
Yeah, exactly.
and
I mean,
this
for better or
company-
worse, this like Miramax and Harvey Weinstein made this movie.
Yeah.
From good to great.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what sucks.
Yeah.
But you know,
exactly.
that's what you were saying earlier, separating the art from the artist. But
yeah,
it is
which is hard.
It
to
is
do.
hard to do, and
It
it's
is
also
hard to do.
probably not something we should do all the time. But I
Right.
think this movie definitely has earned an exception.
Yeah, yeah, and that's very eloquently put because it's very difficult to split hairs like that.
The Skylar joke where she talks about the woman with cum in her mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
Another great scene.
That is a great scene.
Oh, the cum in the mouth joke, Skylar. Good on you.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say though, when they originally started the script, you know, they were talking to the guy that did Clerks. You know, Kevin
Smith.
It's Kevin Smith, right? And
Yeah,
they were-
because Ben Affleck was in stuff before this. He was
Yeah.
in Chasing Amy. He was
Yeah.
in he was in a lot of those Kevin Smith movies.
right. Well, I mean, he was just getting his foot in the door.
Granted, those aren't Oscar bait, but you know,
Right. But yeah,
they're cult followings.
the original script was supposed to be like government G-men, and Matt Damon was going to go find, you know, he was going to go it was like a Bond, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, Kevin Smith is like, no, you should fix this. And then they went and changed it, and that's when this movie started gaining
Yeah, it
heat.
feels like Jason Bourne is just Goodwill Hunting with a gun. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Wow.
It's just like a super smart, intelligent, cunning man who's just like also knows martial arts.
It's like, how do I remember all this? So, fucking Goodwill Hunting. I feel good about it.
Good on you, Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill. Make a pun before we leave, huh?
Goodwill
Good
fucking my
good
dad.
Come hunting my dad's dick.
Good dill.
Austin, and final thoughts. Wrap it up. Goodwill Hunting.
This movie sucks. Robin Williams sucks.
What?
Harvey Weinstein is the only saving grace in Hollywood, and it's a shame what they did to him, sullied a good man's reputation and name. Now, with that being said, Minnie Driver.
You should apologize to her because
Yeah, I'm sure I'm holding her back from a long and prosperous career. But Minnie, you're beautiful. You're great in this movie.
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the name Minnie. I associate it with mice. Oh. Well, it's too late now. But yeah, this is a great movie. I loved it. I love
What
this
were you
movie.
going to talk about Elliott Smith real fast?
No, it's another reference to the movie. But I'm if I go off on another tangent, it's going to keep going.
Okay.
I mean, we'll be here another 15 minutes.
Yeah. I'm seeing that there's probably a lot of stuff we've already missed, and you know. Some
Yeah, and I mean,
interesting-
this might have to be something we revisit later. You
Yeah.
know, but either way, I think this movie got at least what it deserved, if not, you know, got snubbed a little bit because I don't know that Titanic.
Yeah,
Titanic visually is definitely more stunning than this movie.
Yeah,
but it's
it was a
I
little
don't-
upsetting that
I don't know
Titanic
that
won what it did.
But it's like when a movie comes out, it's almost like one of those years where it's like when Daniel Day-Lewis is in a movie, you almost don't want to be making a movie the same year because you're like, well, he's just going to win the Oscar. That's just going to happen.
Sure. There's
Like-
just juggernauts everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's just like some, like, you know, when James Cameron makes a movie, it's going to be so expensive that if it doesn't win something, then the producers, the powers that be, are going to be fucked, you know?
Yeah.
So,
This was the same year Elliot Confidential came out too, which was
but I mean, I
another
would be curious to see what the
masterpiece.
budget was for this movie, too. Can you pull that up? Is that possible?
Yeah, I'll pull it up real fast.
Because it doesn't feel. It feels like Titanic won because of how much money was sunk into it, whereas, like, I don't know how much money was cynic into this, but I guarantee you, it being Miramax, it probably wasn't very much.
Right, because Titanic was like the budget was over $100 million.
Yeah, I mean, it's it was the highest grossing movie of all time for
this budget was $10 million and it made $225 million worldwide.
I mean, $10 million is that's peanuts for Hollywood,
Yeah,
especially even in the 90s.
Just an indie darling, Released December 5, 1997.
Yeah,
fucking great movie.
Great movie. All right.
It was nominated for 9 Academy Awards, but it only won the 2 that we watched the acceptance speeches.
Yeah, I mean, 97 was a great year. I don't think anything really swept that year,
Titanic did.
It got everything else?
It won 11 out of 14.
Jesus, well.
It wasn't a clean
sweep. I put my foot
sweep
in my mouth, but yeah.
But
it was,
Titanic won the most Academy Awards since Ben-Hur, and it wouldn't be rivaled till The Return of the King.
Are you like autistic, or you just know this?
I just know this from doing the podcast this year.
Okay.
I'm sure that I'll become more autistic as this podcast goes on.
Like you're just going to know 98, 99, and so on.
Yeah, I don't want to be the guy at the party that stops. Like, well, actually...
No, you're just going to be the guy in the podcast who does it.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, well, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's do it. Social media, have you got anything coming out? This is Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I'll be in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Book me on your shows. Pretty funny.
Yeah, Austin's fucking great. Ringing an endorsement right here.
Yeah, I don't know. Just follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm sure everyone who listens to this already does. Or
what's your handle?
At A Chardac, ACHARDAC.
Awesome.
On both, on everything. And yeah, man, come out. Support live comedy.
Hell yeah. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
For the podcast, we got at 20-year-old movie for Twitter and Instagram, and leave a 5-star review if you listen to this, and say Good Will Hunting was your favorite fucking movie, and that you love me and Austin and all those dad dick jokes.
I would like to give a special shout out to my dad's dick.
Go ahead,
Dad. That dick of yours. Can't wait to see it again.
Beautiful.
From my lips to God's ears.
Just fucking heartfelt and moving. Hey, let's outro on one more fun song.
All right.
Christmas
Elliott
Carol.
Smith?
No, not Elliott Smith. Fuck this.
Oh, okay.
It's Christmas.
Giddy up, jingle horse, suck on my dick. Fuck my dad's bottom hole. Come in his mouth and wash it around. That's the jingle bell. That's my daddy's dick. That's my daddy and come. Good night.
Good night. Thanks for doing it, Austin.